all CEOs of hospitals are physicians or former physicians. She is the only person of color that's a CEO of a hospital. So, a woman of color. Did I forget that woman part?
I hope there's a
One question for you is, how has that impacted your ability not only to feel confident, but to show confidence as well?
Well, I mean, the way that it's mostly done it is this real recognition that there is, if you show up on day one, or I dare say day 100 or day 100,000, acting as if you've got it, somebody's going to call BS. See, I didn't use the four-letter. Someone's going to call BS. I mean, the power of being able to get really good results is about understanding your role and allowing, enabling, creating the space for others around you to play theirs. So that's certainly part of it. There is no doubt it can make me uncomfortable, and I think it has less to do with my race or sex than just being a human and being in a position that I'm somewhat bothered by this sort of status symbol that Dr. Alan Davis, or Jandel Alan Davis, MD, carries. I wear it sometimes, in fact, most of the time I wear it as a burden because there's this sense that you're the smartest person in the world. And I will tell you, or in the room, I will tell you that having worked alongside my peers and colleagues for a lot of years, the collective IQ drops the more of us that there are. Because we all think we are the smartest people in the room, and that is just not the case. And so the times working with my patients where I made sure I created the safe enough environment, and I think that's key in leadership too, that people feel very, very comfortable telling me about that little nagging thing that they've been thinking about at 2 in the morning is the thing that I can't tell you how many times over the years, at 25 years of caring for patients, that has saved my patient. Because I said, just the thing that got me out of whatever cognitive trap or bias, it's all part of, sort of brain, how we're neurologically wired, that got me out of one trap and got me on the right road. And so I think the critical part of this is recognizing you bring what you bring, and that's all you bring. And you have to trust that there's a lot more. And for sure, in this last year, I jokingly, and it is jokingly, I say, so there's an OBGYN running a brain and spinal cord neurorehabilitation hospital that is nationally and globally known. That makes sense in some alternative universe, but not this one. And so to that extent, it becomes way, way even more important to make sure that I'm listening and that I'm asking lots of questions and staying connected to lifelong learning. While I have the mic, can I say one thing? I actually would challenge, and I want to say this on behalf of the men in the room, I would challenge the belief that men are more competent than women. I think we have created the sorts of social constructs that don't allow you guys to say, holy shit, that I didn't say. That men are just as afraid. And I do remember my 4th year residency in Philadelphia, we got a new chief I was in Philly, and he came from UPMC, University of Pittsburgh, and we were scared to death of him. In fact, his name was Richard Depp, but he went by Dick Depp, and by the end of the year, we wanted to say, you need a less appropriate nickname. But I had to call him. I was in the Indian Health Service. That's how we came to find the West, because I had an obligation, because that's how I got med school paid for. And I had a particularly tough case, so I ended up calling, he was a perinatalogist, I ended up calling him. And he asked how things were going, which shocked me because he didn't seem to show any interest when I was there. And I said something, and he said words that have stuck with me, and that was 1988, all those many years ago. He said, we are all scared. And to hear that from a powerful man, or seemingly powerful man that I had on some scary pedestal, let alone with a very appropriate nickname, to have him say that was really, really powerful. So I think we actually need to create the spaces for men to say, I'm scared too. Because what it does is it puts a hell of a lot of pressure on you, and this is the only political thing I'll say all night, until I get home, is that what we are watching play out in Washington is a perfect example of what happens when we have not created the space for men to go, oh shit. And then the cover-ups that have to happen. I don't mean the literal legal cover-ups, but what we're watching play out, it's painful to watch, as opposed to having said, I need help. We have not created that for men. And if there's something I think we women can do, is create those spaces for the guys we work alongside too. Okay,